Hello everybody and welcome back to the new Ultrakill Comic Studio, and I'm going to be turned into something like dark mode as well because things have just turned into some kind of very disturbing as literally as possible. We just stay on the light as we're going to be finding out as well. In the previous video, we have reviewed all of the characters like the bizarre creatures and some kind of characters like themselves, even robots that they're living or some kind of like to do this as well. Robots are powered with blood, and of course, they are absolutely never going to be find themselves out because of the V1, and probably it's actually going to fight itself and fighting for defend for some sort of like this. I'm not very sure. His enemy could be version 2. But now the V1 is going after the Midas Prime and Sisyphus Prime, which means this is not going to be for around here, as we talk all about for like anything as well. So we'll now be able to be continue with anything for itself. But before we're going to begin around here for to do this as well, as you tell here for something as well that you're going to be remembered around here for some sort of like this, because this is absolutely for the creator as well, that was created by the New Blood Studio and even for another kind of company as well, because the new Ultrakill was owned by RC Hakita, which means is actually RC Hakita Patala. It was studio background by some kind of R kind like those things, or some kind of username is the u/random 123 user 123 on Reddit, and which means not anything could be from them as well, that they just absolutely using pressing shift could be even for to do this as well. Before I try to continue for those things as well, let me tell you about for something that I just completely saved the draft about Hong Kong 97, like the cutscenes as well, which means this could be for the Hong Kong 97 intro, and not going to be saying for the swearing words as well. For saying the stories, or some kind of saying the stories about here between the four blanks, about some kind of like anything as well, until if I put Cookie Run characters like even though, that wouldn't be even necessary about them as well. Starting for this story, as the year 1997 has arrived, a herd of funkin' ugly reds are rushing from the mainland. I don't really think that I'm starting to get funny about this thing when like this thing as well, from angry video game nerd, that absolutely saying that speaking that loud here for this thing, that James Ruffle laughed at this, and I wouldn't believe to say like anything as well. I'm starting to get a little bit laughing around here for this in a moment as well. This video has gotten over 10 minutes around here like anything as well for saying around here, and it says here for around here rushing around the mainland as well. Crime rates, like those things, the crime rate skyrocketed. Hong Kong was ruined. Therefore, the Hong Kong government called Bruce Lee's relative Chin. I think this is absolutely that I just doing itself yesterday. Because of this yesterday, I just written myself. For the massacre of the Reds, Chin is a killer machine. Wipe out all 1.2 billion of the Red communists. Definitely sounds like that funny, right? As well. Is this some kind of funny for like anywhere that you're going to be for as well, that you're going to be laugh at? However, in mainland China, there was a secret project in progress, a project to transform the deceased Tong Xiaoping into an ultimate weapon. So that's how the game begins. And let's get back into the video while I just try to do anyways, that I might gonna be at something anyways. There were not soul gems because there were soul orbs and some kind of other kinds of things of power-ups. There were terminals like those things, and picked up another one for some kind of like this. The weapons uses for some kind of arms, pistols, and coins, shotguns, Even though for themselves, for like this, their nail guns could be even for this. The nail guns are actually ridiculous as well. Even the arrow for some kind of like this. The revolvers, shotguns, nail guns, rail cannons could be even like this. And this is where for using around for the bosses as well. Another one is rocket launchers. Even for this, it wasn't similar for the futurism of their firing rocket launchers as well. Spawner armors, that must be fist. The spawner armors could be for like anything as well. It must be for some kind of creative mode or something. Washing tools could be for around with the water sprays and a vacuum cleaner. And another one is the fishing rod, which means catching monsters itself for some sort of to do this. The unused weapons is called the black hole cannon and the beam cutter, which means there must be skull keys that connect anything to do whenever they wanted to find out as well. And that must be the judgment like this, could be the leader of the final bosses to do this as well. It must be implanted to the heads of deceased ferryman and other kinds of even to do this to find ourselves ways to unlock anything whatsoever. The hook points could be actually color shaped for like those orbs. They're featured books and featured some kind of deceased fishes or some kind of unknown animals as well. The mist things could be from around of the mind bomb. There's a cat, hamster as well, like the flow up as well. The jump pad, the crystal of madness, and explosive barrel, checkpoint, and the spawn point, like anything as well. And some kind of face, trees, and other kinds of things as well. The magical powers, or some kind of the effects, that must be UI effects, could be for around between shotguns, railguns, or anything as well, for some kind of rocket launchers, anything as well. And for some kind of using for some kind of weapons that here meant to be for some sort of like this as well. And then the projectiles could be for around here for some kind of this or some kind of guns to coming after you as well. You can find absolutely try to do for chat, but this some kinds of backgrounds will be absolutely in the game. They have featured backgrounds from everything it goes, and all of those which we have found anything but all of those sites like those things and many places other kinds to go look like even for some kind of these and even dark mechanism, dark hallway, and the depths of hell where some sort of monstrous things have just wicked things have just going on around here. Inside the monsters things, or inside like those things, there are featured pyramids and anything around itself for some kind of like this. And even more stuff like this could be from anything it goes. The full game size, like anything, must be everywhere. There was a bunch of background images that appears anywhere for itself in the depths of hell and some kind of creatures and monsters that they are doing. And there must be more places everywhere and everything it goes. And you can see the earth movers like this. And like anything as well. And the final boss stage would be at the security breach. Not anything as these times as well. And some kind of these things like even monsters like that big. Even for some kind of there must be extra background images as well. And then more importantly for some kind of the anime references going on. So there is a little bit from out of a Minecraft house or not, which means that must be for a little bit safer place as well. We did not actually going to be editing these things as well, and that must be for a prison, for some kind of flesh prison. and that must be for some kind of boss who actually going to be find something as well. I might gonna be researching on in the internet videos, and probably there must be a little bit more in some kind of the prelude selections, and that must be the Gary's mod, the construction from Gary's mod, and then the final things could be for like any things as well. Everything is look like peaceful like over here, and then nothing is absolutely everywhere for these other kinds of like those things as well. So that was it for the entire Ultrakill Comic Studio for to do this as well. It was morally advansive like whenever it goes for to do, like I just already seen this from the game, and I didn't seen everywhere from this moment. So thanks for watching, and don't forget the link is going to be in the description below, including the main website is absolutely going to be fine here whenever to do this. It's also linked to the description as well for over 20 minutes of this time as well. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to be signing off, and I'll talk to you mini lads and Comic Studio users all later, as I might able to be add something in the future, or not anyways. And probably I was a little bit confusing for whatsoever for to do this as well, as I turning the spoilers off, and that wouldn't able to be show them again, as their kids won't be able to be doing this, using to show their spoilers. But since that Syrupy might update for this to remove the show of spoilers to do this, that wouldn't believe that wouldn't existed for only one reason. So it won't be into the future as well. And I guess that will be the end of this video for sure. So thanks again, and probably if you're gonna be having nightmares for this thing as well. So I'll talk to you mini lads into the next video anyways.